The relationship between Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan is once again in the news and in the headlines. Actually, to be more specific, her sex life before she got to Marcus Jordan, her sex life in her marriage to Scottie Pippen is once again in the news. And I'm gonna talk about it here today because she said something and it has sparked a social media frenzy. But before I get into that, hit that subscribe button. Please support my channel. This channel only exists because of you and your support. So hit the subscribe button. Here in the Therapist React series, I cover things going on in the news and in pop culture to highlight the mental health lessons, the psychotherapeutic aspects, and the psychology behind all of these stories so that we can have better mental health as individuals and as society. And what Larsa Pippen said was in her marriage with Scottie Pippen, which lasted, I think it lasted 23 years. Ironic, 23, Michael Jordan's number. She's now in a relationship with Michael Jordan's son. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. But she was in a relationship with Scottie Pippen for 23 years, and she said they had sex 4 times a night, every single night, no days off. They never spent time apart, even though Scottie Pippen was a basketball player and he was on the road a lot. She said she flew a private plane with her kids and they had sex 4 times a night, every single night. And it has sparked some social media controversy because a well-known rapper, a woman by the name of Cardi B, has chimed in with her opinion and said she does not believe it. That is too much sex. There's a video, I'm not gonna play it because some of the language in the video I don't think is appropriate, and I mean, not that I have a problem with the language, but I don't wanna share it in a video like this. But Cardi B basically says, that did not happen. That is too much sex. Nobody could do it. Larsa Pippen defended it, saying, how could you say that? You were not in the bed with us. And I want to talk about a healthy sex life. And I also want to talk about commenting on other people's sexual behavior. Number one, a healthy sex life is a sex life that both people experience as mutually pleasurable. So if you have sex 4 times a night and both partners enjoy it, by all means, have sex 4 times a night. Now, Larsa Pippen did not comment on whether or not she wanted this, if her husband wanted this, or they both wanted it. Larsa Pippen did not comment about that. But I will say, I've been a practicing psychotherapist for a long time. Like I said, I'm a licensed psychotherapist and I've been practicing and working with mostly couples for a really long time, almost 20 years. And I can tell you, I know people that have a healthy sex life. I've seen clients that have a healthy sex life and they're sexually active a couple of times a week. And I've seen people that are way more frequent and even less frequent, a couple times a month, because it's all about, do you experience your sex life as mutually pleasurable? So if I were to talk to a woman in that situation or a husband in that situation, if I were to talk to Larsa Pippen or Scottie Pippen, first thing I would ask them is, was this something both of you enjoyed, or was it something that one of you wanted more than the other? The second thing I would say is my radar went off in terms of addiction. Now, and I'll give you an example of why sexual addiction began to pop into my head. And again, I don't know who was driving this, so it could be Larsa Pippen or it could be Scottie Pippen, but what went off in my head is, let's say I'm in a relationship where I enjoy having sex 4 times a day, and that is just the frequency with which we do it, and that is how we enjoy our sex life. And then I have a work trip. In Scottie Pippen's life, his work trips involve playing basketball on the road sometimes for the Chicago Bulls. I should be able to go away and still function as a normal human being without having sex. The inability to do that actually starts making me think about sexual addiction on the behalf of one of these two parties, or maybe both of these two parties. So there's nothing wrong with having sex 4 times a day, but I get concerned when you can't not. So thus you're flying your partner on a private jet to where you are so that you can continue this behavior. So that is my big concern when I hear this. But also, they have the financial resources to be able to do it, to be able to fly around. So other people's sex lives are none of our business. Cardi B saying that it didn't happen. I was like, man, I don't know if you should say those things. You don't know, you weren't there, and you don't know the dynamic. And as a couples therapist, I would need more information to be able to determine whether or not this was a healthy sexual dynamic between these two parties, or whether or not there was something more difficult there, including sexual addiction. But I will say sexual addiction would be on my short list of things I would be considering if I heard a couple having sex that level of times, and making sure they were traveling to one another to maintain that level of sex. That's actually what, in my mind, where I start thinking about, is this an issue? So if you are in a relationship and your partner is demanding sex, and your partner is needing sex, and your partner can't function without sex, and makes you travel, come to them, come see you in their office, then you might be in a situation where sex has crossed the line from a healthy part of a normal, intimate relationship to something less healthy, up to and including sexual addiction. So when I saw this story, that is what I thought. And I want to make sure everybody watching this video has a healthy sexual dynamic. So we define a healthy sexual dynamic as a sexual relationship that is mutually pleasurable to both parties. If that is not the case, then it may be tipping over from something that's healthy to something that's not, up to and including sexual addiction, or even just being forced, or guilted or manipulated, or all those things. Your relationship needs to be mutually pleasurable, and that's how you determine when in a healthy relationship. And if that's 4 times a day, congratulations. If that's 4 times a week, congratulations. At 4 times a month, congratulations. Whatever it is, just make sure in your sexual relationship that highlights and that is mutually beneficial, mutually pleasurable to both parties. So leave a comment below. I would love to hear what you think of this story, of this video. What did you think when you heard about a relationship? Like Larsa Pippen said, they never had a day off. She said it was every single day for 23 years. That's actually what causes me the concern, because in that time, there should have been a time when you guys were separated, just because the algorithm of life, work trip, family members sick, girls trip, guys trip, something should have happened to separate the two of you. And according to Larsa Pippen, it didn't. And they were constantly flying around and maintaining this level of sexual energy. That's my thought. So what are your thoughts? Leave a comment below. I read every single comment and I try to reply to every single comment. But also be nice and kind, man. Comment sections on social media can get wild, including on my page. So be nice, be kind, let's be good people. But leave a comment. I read every single comment. I try to reply to every single comment. Also, like this video, share this video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Every single subscriber means the world to me. So subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified each and every time we release a video in the Therapist React series, which is every single day, Monday through Friday. Love y'all. Thank you for being here. Can't wait to see you in the next video.